Instagram for real estate agents. In this tactical step-by-step tutorial, I'm not only going to show you how to create Instagram Reels fast and easy using artificial intelligence that actually turn into closed deals, but I'm also going to give you the exact 2 prompts that you need in order to make your content planning fast and easy to put out the right type of videos that will generate leads. But also, I'm going to show you the exact workflow that I've used in order to help agents just like you close between 6 and 7 figures per year in commission with clients coming directly to them. And at the end, I'm going to show you the exact AI-powered tool that I use in order to edit short-form content with just a couple of clicks so that it takes minutes instead of hours, leaving you frustrated and annoyed. So first, let's dive into the type of content that you need to be creating, because most real estate agents spend a lot of time creating the wrong content, and then they're wondering why they're posting but not generating any business from it. So the first thing is going to be brand awareness. Now, you've likely heard of a funnel before: top, middle, bottom of funnel. And most agents are only posting content for bottom of funnel, but haven't yet built that know, like, and trust factor. So one of the most important types of content is going to be brand awareness, helping new people find you, which is to fill the top of the funnel. This is going to be videos like 5 things you need to know before moving to your city. The next is going to be trust content, right? So this is going to get people to know you. Then we need people to trust you. This is going to convert followers into actual believers, showing proof. So things like behind the scenes, success stories, personal and vulnerable content about you so that people can connect with you on a bit of a deeper level. Then we go to the connection part. This is going to be building relationships and humanizing you, which is where most agents fall short and they completely avoid. This is going to be things like day in the life, family, passions, hobbies, and local hotspots, which is one of the best topics that you can create. Things like the top coffee shops, top new restaurants in your city, top hidden gems. And I've actually helped a lot of agents post this type of content, and within 24 hours, they've started to generate leads, and these one videos have become their most viral content. I ran a workshop recently, and there was a woman that posted this Instagram story that I got everybody to post, and this video went viral. She got over 35,000 views in 24 hours when her average content got only a couple of hundred views. So I'll talk about this later on. Then we need to generate leads, but you can see that this is only 10% of the content, turning viewers into leads with direct call to actions. So this is going to be things like lead magnets, as well as showing proof of just listed, just sold, but that should only be 10% of your content. I will talk about lead magnets and funnels in a bit when I reveal the system, but what you need here is something that's going to consistently, every single day, capture leads. So now let's start to build out this content. Come back here. Let's go through this process here. We need to first identify the video topics with the prompts. Then we need to record it in the easiest and fastest way possible, edit it using AI, and then post the content. So what we're going to do is come over here, and you can see from one of my recent workshops, the 2 prompts that I got everybody to use. And this works like magic. So what we're going to do is copy this first prompt, and I'm going to walk you through it. Now, you're going to see that I use Claude. I never use ChatGPT or any other AI platform for creating short form content. I only use Claude. And the reason being is that it is the best artificial intelligence platform for natural written language. And that is all the content is when it comes to the scripts. So let's go ahead and paste this prompt in here. As you can see here, you're a social media strategist who helps real estate agents grow using short form video content on Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. This works for all of them. Now, again, at the end, I'll talk to you about how you can just get all these prompts. We've got 40% awareness because we're going to do 20 short form content videos for the month, 5 per week, 30 days, using the 4-3-2-1 content ratio: 40% awareness, 30% trust, 20% connection, 10% lead generation. Now, all that you have to do is input your market and your niche. So Austin, Texas, and then you could say, for example, relocation buyers. Now, your niche is going to be critical because if you don't have clarity on who you're speaking to, your content's going to fall on deaf ears. That's why it's essential that you have a strong personal brand and you have a niche identified so that you could speak to one person. This, for example, is why you might be listening to people like Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Alex Hormozi, and you sit there and think, wow, I feel like they're speaking directly to me. Well, the reality is they're not. They're speaking to millions of people, but you are their target avatar and you fall within their niche. That's what you want with your own content, is for people to feel like, wow, this man or woman is speaking directly to me. They understand my problems, my pain points. I will talk about that later on. So now what we're going to do is use this and create our first short form video outline. As you can see here, we've got the 8 brand awareness videos for this month. So this is your entire month's content strategy. Cost of living, top neighborhoods, moving to Austin, Austin to Dallas, what a price point buys you. These are all data-driven videos that are proven to be in the most search demand so that, again, we can create content that actually solves our customers' problems and generate leads. We've got our trust videos, the housing market update, a story, the biggest mistake buyers make, again, relocation focused. Is it a good investment? We've got our connection videos, honest take, hidden coffee shops, day in the life, as well as things I didn't expect to love. And then we've got lead generation videos, which is going to be 2, using comment call to action. Now, we need to actually build these videos out so that we can record them and then edit them. So we will come down to the next prompt, as you can see here. This is going to be for the scripts and for SEO. So we'll copy these prompts here, and then we'll come down and we'll paste this in. As you can see, using the 30-day short form content plan you just created, select 5 videos, and we can again say, if you want to, 1 from each category, or some, since there's only 4 categories. In sequence, we want short form scripts. We need a hook in the first sentence. We need a 30-second natural script. Then we need a call to action, SEO for each platform. And then, and again, if we're doing just Instagram Reels, you can say, boom, just Instagram Reels. And then we need a keyword optimization, hashtags for discoverability, keywords to help rank. And then the hook must capture immediate curiosity. Script should feel natural in conversation. SEO should prioritize search phrases so that, again, the goal is for your videos to be optimized to be found, searchability. So let's go ahead and get started with this. And as you can see here, we're going to start with video 1, awareness. Nobody talks about the full number. They say Austin is expensive now, but they leave out half the picture. So let me break it down for you. This is a hook that captures attention fast. That it just gives you the entire script, right? 30-second script, and now you're good to go. Call to action that relates specifically to the video. If you don't call the action, no action gets taken. And you can see here, here's the Instagram Reels SEO. You've got a full caption, and then you've got the hashtags, and you've got everything that you need in order to optimize this video, with each video broken down. So now you've got your entire month planned, and you've got your entire week mapped out with the exact hook, the exact script, and the exact call to action. Okay, so this is going to give you the week that you could batch. Now let's talk about actually recording it and then editing it. Now, before getting into that, I wanted to talk about this system, because what you'll see, if we come down here, you'll see trust, but then you see connection and lead generation. So what you'll see with lead generation is that you always want to have some form of lead magnet that solves your target avatar's problem. This, for example, would be a relocation guide, because your niche is relocation. This is where you want to say either DM me the word Austin or comment the word Austin, and this will be connected to something like ManyChat in order to create the content and deliver the lead magnet. So ultimately, at the end of the workflow, this is what we're working toward, which is a complete system, right? And I talked about the importance of having a brand with a niche, a unique value proposition, and clarity on who you're speaking to, which exponentially increases the performance and, most importantly, the conversion of your content. So what this system looks like and what you want to work toward is first having a brand position, creating your AI persona, and then having clarity with your brand. Then we want to create a distribution format for content. Long form videos on YouTube, short form content to attract clients, and then automatically distribute all the content across every platform so that you can be omnipresent. Then we want to generate leads using, again, lead magnets, sales funnels, and lead capture, which then goes to lead conversion, which is a CRM, lead nurture, and lead conversion, and the system repeats. So this is what you want to work toward over time. This is what, if you would like us to do it with you, over the course of 8 weeks, you can work with us by clicking the link in the description, and we will build all of this out with you so that, again, you have an entire system where you'll get access to our private AI software that we built that with one click takes care of everything, and our entire CRM with, as you can see, all of the drip campaigns built in, all of the funnels, all of the lead magnets, so that you've got a system that, again, will help generate 6 to 7 figures per year in order to increase your production and have clients coming directly to you. So that is going to be what you want to work toward. And again, if you have the ability to invest into your business, you can click that link below. But now let's talk about how to actually record and edit these videos. So we'll just pick the first one. Now, when it comes to recording content, I just use my iPhone and I use the Teleprompter app. It's free on an iPhone. And all that I do is I copy and paste this entire script into my iPhone and I deliver the message. It's super simple. I always recommend using a teleprompter in order to get comfortable with it, but also to make sure that you don't have to overthink the entire process and you can just go straight to what you know is going to work. But where most agents get stuck is not the recording of it, it's the editing of it. So what I'm going to do is show you how to edit these videos fast. So the tool that I always use is Submagic. And this is what a lot of the biggest creators online use in order to create content within seconds and have all the captions, all the B-roll, everything that you need with just a couple of clicks so that you don't have to pay for an editor. You don't have to waste hours trying to edit it yourself. You'll see how fast it is. Now, before showing you a complete tutorial of it, you'll see that, again, usually, if you go monthly, the pro plan with all the AI features is about $39 US per month. Now, I had a conversation with Submagic and was able to get something special for you guys where you can get started for just $1 for the first month in order to test it out, see how much it can save you in terms of time, frustration, and headaches. And then, again, if you want to continue using it like we do, I highly encourage you because, again, for $39, it's insane how much it's going to save you, but get started for $1. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment. You can check it out. And every time I show this to people, they absolutely rave about it. And the fact that you can get started for $1 is pretty insane. So now what we're going to do is get started with this. Now, when you log into Submagic, you'll see here, we can generate captions, AI edit, magic clips, which is repurposing your long form content, AI avatars, and combining videos. But what we want to do is generate captions. So all that you have to do, and I've got a video here recorded, is drag and drop a video into here. And as you can see, what it's going to do is start to upload. And I'm going to show you how to edit it start to finish with a couple of clicks. You could translate it if you want to. You can select the native language, generate captions. So first click, it's going to upload the video. Now, after it uploads video, we're going to, again, add captions, because that is required in order to optimize your video and to make it searchable. We're also going to add in the hook text at the beginning, which is going to stop people from scrolling. And we're going to add in B-roll and zoom in, zoom out so that the video is perfectly optimized. And you'll see in this video that I actually made a mistake in the beginning of the video. So I'm going to show you how to edit it with literally 2 clicks. So let's wait for this to upload, and then I'll walk you through the entire process. Okay, so now that it's uploaded, you can see that it's now working on generating the captions with artificial intelligence, adding emojis in order to make it more interactive, highlighting the important words in order to emphasize certain things, and then it's going to create caption animations so that, again, the entire goal is in order to have the highest watch time, which means the longest duration of your video that people consume. All of this is going to be designed using artificial intelligence. So if we see here, I'll be able to click and get started, and you'll see how my video looks straight out the gate. So I walk in over here. I have to get, again, teleprompter set up. If you want to 5x your income in the next... I make a
If
mistake.
you want to 5x your income without any extra effort, it's incredibly simple, but there's one thing.
So you can see here that all the captions are already added. Now you can select whether you want your captions to look like Alex Hormozi, Ali Abdal, Lewis Howes, any other famous creator. You can add the captions that look very similar to theirs. So let's just use this one and say, okay, I want it to be branded toward me. So maybe your colors are, more of a, Lakers theme, for example. You can choose any color in order to align with your personal brand. So now you've got the captions added in immediately. Now let's edit the rest of the video, and you can see here the AI editing tools. First, I want to edit and trim the video. So we're going to come over here, and you can see all that you need to do to edit the video is 2 clicks. We need to remove the silences, but more importantly, we need to remove the bad takes. So let's click remove silences, and you'll see there's 2 silences, remove. Done. Now, you know that in the beginning, I made a mistake, right? So this entire first part here was a bad take. Now let's remove the bad takes. So you can see here that the project is saving. It's going to remove this part so that the video can start at the right point. So anytime you mess up, 1 click, you can see here. Now if I click the video,
If you want to 5x your income without any extra effort, it's incredibly simple.
the entire video is edited now. 2 clicks, that's it. So if we come back to the captions, now what we need to do is use some of the other AI tools. We have B-roll, which is the next phase. As you can see, there's going to be 2 parts you can click on B-roll. So it's going to analyze the video and split it into scenes so that it can either add background B-roll or it can also add in magic zooms. So if you add in B-roll, you click this and you can say, okay, I want maybe 25% of my video to have B-roll in it. So you can click this, add 25% and enable transitions, generate. So now what this is going to do is with 1 click, add in all the B-roll for you, as you can see here. B-roll has been added in. And then one of the things that makes a video even more engaging is if you zoom in, zoom out so that there's always something happening. Magic zoom, click that, and now you can see that it's done. So now we can have a video, click start.
If you want to 5x your income without any extra effort, it's incredibly simple, but there's one thing holding you back. Looking at the Pareto principle, otherwise known as the 80-20 rule, 20% of the activities you're doing brings 80% of the results.
So you can see how engaging it is. The video is done. We made a couple clicks, completely edited with artificial intelligence, and now all you need to do is click export and you can publish it directly from this platform as well to any of the short form platforms, Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So again, as long as you can make a couple of clicks, you can edit this entire video. Now, as mentioned, if you want the entire system in order to, again, build your personal brand, generate leads, and convert leads, feel free to click that link in the description where in 8 weeks we will build out your entire 6-figure commission system for short and long form content, give you clarity on your personal brand, and use a CRM with every drip campaign and funnel and lead magnet built out into it specific to you so that you can continue to generate leads with clients coming directly to you. Now, as alluded to, we walk through the entire process, which is how to create Instagram Reels using artificial intelligence. First, we want to have the right prompts. Then we want to use Claude. Then we want to use Submagic in order to edit the videos, and to record them, use a free software such as the Teleprompter app. Now, if you would like to get access to these prompts, all that you need to do is comment below, let me know your biggest takeaway from the video, and we will reply with the link to download both prompts for free so that you can get started, follow the system. And again, this is exactly what I've used in order to help agents just like you get started with daily short form content that will actually generate leads and close deals. Now, going back to this system, if you want to know how to use YouTube, which is the #1 platform for generating the highest quality leads consistently, then just check out this next video here. I walk you through the entire process of how to leverage YouTube so that you can become the dominant agent in your market.